Fox News political analyst Gianno Caldwell unfortunately understands all too well this issue. And Gianno, my heart is with you. I know your baby brother Christian was murdered, gun violence, a month ago. The funeral is tomorrow. Always prayers. And your perspective on this is fresh and spot on, and we can't wait to hear it. We showed a picture of Christian.
Well, Harris, I'm gonna be honest. This is quite a difficult experience, to say the least, for me, for my family, to be fighting in the name of justice for my baby brother Christian, to be burying him tomorrow, my 18-year-old brother. I've cried so many tears that my eyes hurt, and I just think I've gotten to the point where I can mention his name and not bust out in tears. But I'll tell you, I recognize what has happened in this city of Chicago. We just had, over the weekend, 4th of July weekend, over 70 people shot. And you know what people are saying here in Chicago? Well, at least it was only 70. What? Are you serious? Who should accept this? This should not be happening in any American city whatsoever. And what we have is individuals who are in leadership in the city of Chicago, whether it be mayor, or the county prosecutor, and whomever else, who've implemented these policies that have influenced, in my opinion, criminals into creating more crime. And that's simply what we have here. They don't fear the police. They don't fear being charged. And that's the sentiment that continues to ring true here in the city of Chicago. And that has caused my little brother to be murdered in the city that I grew up in the city that I love. It needs to end. It must change, because there's countless other victims that are being created by the day because of these policies that have been implemented. It must change, Harris.
You know, as I'm listening to you, and I know the category I read was gun violence, but that's the category. You know, you have an administration that's trying to get to the root causes of certain things. Let's get to the root causes of what you just said. When those cases are adjudicated, right, it's based on what the prosecutor recommends in terms of the charging documents. And at least in one situation here in New York City, Alvin Bragg wants to rewrite what a crime is, and self-defense apparently isn't allowed in his world.
And that's an even larger issue, I think. You know, in the city of Chicago, as an example, they have these ankle monitors that people wear, those who've committed crimes. There's, on average, about 3,200 of those being worn just at any given time. But there's over 100 people who are suspects in murders who are on the streets wearing these ankle bracelets.
Ooh.
So these individuals get an opportunity, if they want, to commit additional crimes, or maybe murder a witness who could put them behind bars for natural life, whatever the case may be. That's just two examples of what this means. And I'm going to tell you, across the country, whether it be Los Angeles, San Francisco, obviously a clear example, even liberals are recognizing that these progressive policies are endangering the lives of their families and friends. That's why we're seeing so much success in these recall efforts, because it's gone too far. You can balance criminal justice reform, police reform, and still have rule of law as justice. That's what we need, law and order. That must be the order of the day. That must be the law of the land. Because if you don't, you've certainly handcuffed the police from doing their jobs.
Real quickly, before I let you go, you say you talked to people there in Chicago, and they're just grateful that more weren't shot or killed. Does anybody draw the link? I mean, we've had jailhouse tapes. You've heard them on the air here on the Faulkner Focus of the criminals saying, oh, I'm glad so-and-so's and that would have been Chesa Boudin. It could have been Gascon, could have been any of them, is there, because nothing's going to happen to me now. I mean, are they aware of the fact that the revolving door now includes the district attorney's office?
Yes, the criminals know that. They know the laws better than residents here.
But do the victims, potential victims know? Because it is a war between the potential victims, the actual victims, and on the other side are killers, violent actors who will do anything and know that they won't get punished the way that they used to be.
Listen, Harris, they are so confident, and I'm referring to the criminals, that they're not going to get charged, that they go on social media and they take credit for their crimes. You see that time and time again, and I've spoken with a detective on my little brother's case. He wasn't the intended target. He definitely wasn't an intended target. He was the wrong place, wrong time, is what the detective said. But in Chicago, every place is the wrong place, wrong time. I can walk outside the studio, and I'm not going to say the rest because I'm not going to be murdered. But I'll tell you, there's so many other people who walk down the streets of Chicago, whether it be downtown or anywhere else, and they're very concerned for their safety. They're concerned for their lives because in Chicago, the idea that resonates with a lot of people is no one is safe. And that's an issue, and that should be the first job of any mayor or any county prosecutor, safety and security for its residents, and that's certainly not happening here in the city of Chicago.
No, you've got the mayor there and Lori Lightfoot, who'd rather go get her afro done during the lockdowns and break quarantine that other people had to pay fines for. That's who you've got.
That's right, and she won't even meet with me about my little brother's case. I've reached out to the mayor's office. They're not even responding back.
Keep us posted on that. God bless you and your family, as you say, going home to Christian tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Harris.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Kane podcast for full episodes right now.